Murat, from your perspective, I would also love to hear how do you help finance teams, how do you position Robusta and your solutions to help the next generation CFOs run their business more efficiently? What kind of challenges, what kind of pain points do you address?
Just before that, maybe Robusta, you can think Robusta as your super efficient digital assistant. Whatever manual task you are doing in your company, you can just easily automate without writing any code or knowing any technical skills. So that gives a flexibility for you to automate everything, because if you don't have to do your by yourself, then you need to go to IT. This is the alternative. Then it gives you very flexibility. Then I just want to walk through one example we implemented for one customer. For example, for a bank, you apply a loan. When you apply a loan, you just submit your ID, your application form, and also your pay slips. Then the bank checks all the data, and based on the data, they decide you get the loan or not. So as RPA solution, it is very easy to build it with the Robusta. We extract information from the documents that the client sends and validate the data that is sent and input into the system. And using our customizable rule engine, we can decide if the client is okay to get the loan or not. So of course, it is, if you can automate this one without writing any code, and if tomorrow any changes required, it is a really important flexibility for the finance teams, because otherwise, it is dynamically changes, new rules comes, then you have to go to IT. This is really flexibility. You can see here some examples where we can automate, but these are just examples. You can think in any department, any manual operations can be mimicked by the Robusta robots and automate easily, so the business can focus to their value-added tasks. So when we come to Robusta, when we build it Robusta, we look at these challenges that I mentioned earlier. So that's the reason we made it very easy to use product, and anyone can use. Then dependence on the IT is less. So we also made it the BPM native. So the BPM, business process management technology, is in use long time, and it is also to align the IT and business. So it is a very simple notation, just to build processes in a simple way with no code approach. So also this gives flexibility. Utilize the business rule manager. Then if the business rule changes, then you don't need to change the flow itself, but just change rules in a central way. So you can also centrally manage your business rules. Also, we are embedding a lot of AI capabilities, because we need to leverage AI capabilities to offer, to make more smarter decisions and analyze the data, and based on the data analytics, then we can automate further. So based on this, we give the embedded chatbot. So we give the unified UI for the automating the chatbot flows, business process flows, everything in the same unified experience and simple. So you don't need to go to some other tools to make your process successful. So we give all-in-one concept, simple, but all-in-one concept, you can automate everything in a single place.
Okay, perfect. Well, I think very well summarized. And I see also a lot of value to the finance professionals in that sense. So you are talking about agility, first and foremost. You say that the processes might change, but with the business process manager, at least with those changes, can be applied to business quite easily. That's what I understand from what you're saying. And also, I've heard as well some AI capabilities, some NLP, natural language processing, I assume, with WhatsApp, and also maybe other channels as well. This is also, I understand that it should increase the user adoption. For me, one of the things coming from software background, right? I've been with those big vendors for all my life, and what I've seen is the adoption portion. So it's not easy to make sure that the business gets the added value. So if you don't input the data properly, if you don't use the system properly, then there is no AI for the data, for the system to build their capabilities on. So in that sense, I also feel that you are leveraging the end users from a user adoption perspective, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's true, because as you mentioned, the financial decisions are data-driven. So if the data is not correct, anyway, you cannot give the correct decision. So this reason, the data entrance and all this, managing the data is very critical. So the RPA plays a great role here because users can make mistakes, but RPA doesn't. Mm-hmm. So also giving this do-it-yourself approach now enables users to automate their solutions by their own. Also, at the end, they can collaborate with some, because we have a very active community. Mm-hmm. In this community, they can get insights from some other finance teams, and innovation through the active community is also helping the
definitely
customers to automate more. And of course, also you are upskilling your employees because it is a new technology anyway, and we need to adapt to this technology because AI will even play a big role in our life. So mm-hmm. It is RPA is a kind of opening the doors for the AI enabler kind of AI platforms. So if these customers can adopt this technology early and experiment early, then the employees also upskilled and ready for the next venture. Mm-hmm. So that's also we see important aspect of this paradigm.
Okay, perfect. Maybe just to wrap your portion as well, you mentioned a loan case in a bank, but is there any other case study or real life case that you want to share with us so that we can as well bring it to flesh?
We implemented a lot of process, but just to give you how RPA and AI works together. So just example, one of our customer needs to for the trial balance. I think reconciliation is a big problem for any companies, and it is at the end of the month they need to reconcile, and it is always a problem. So then with this customer, what we have done, we extract the data from the different sources. And using the RPA, this part is RPA extracting the data and analyzing this data and detecting anomalies and alerting the business to fix these errors beforehand. Then we made it daily. Then they don't need to wait at the end of the month. So it really shrink the time and effort they spent and also it became really accurate. The accuracy, data accuracy increased 99%, and also the exception handling. Now with the RPA, you can also properly define how you want to handle the exceptions, and also reinforce to learn from these exceptions, and also automate this space. Now they are at the 99% accuracy, but over the time, it can even become better.
Well, that's one of the most important things.
Also maybe I can just mention another one. The vendor payment is also another issue, especially for the e-commerce companies. We have a big e-commerce client, and they have platform. A lot of orders are coming, and they fulfill these orders through vendors. Mm-hmm. But the paying this vendor invoices is there should be in the timely manner. Also, when they pay based on the agreed terms, they get some discounts, etc. But because the number of invoices is really too big, they cannot handle, and they miss a lot of deadlines, etc. This, what we have done with them, we get the information, we RPA extracted the vendor history, and analyzing this history, we just rank the vendors, their volumes, etc. We given certain ranking, and also we defined we also check the contracts, their payment term, discount amount, etc. Using this business rule manager, then we easily decided when to pay. So it's also increased the vendor satisfaction and correctly addressed which vendor is important. And this process really became smooth for the client.